friends, I'm Walker and welcome back to All About Nails, where we talk about vegan and cruelty-free nail polish. Today I'm going to be doing a little throwback to a summer collection that I received, and I wore some, but I never swatched and shared. So I have the first collection from the brand Sweet 11. This brand makes vegan and cruelty-free nail polish that is also 10-free, and they kind of hit Instagram by storm this summer with this polish. This is lit-erally, and it is so neon, so bright. It got a lot of love from swatchers on Instagram, and I was really fortunate that Sweet 11 gifted me this set. They didn't kind of stipulate any need to share or swatch or post or a deadline or anything, and so honestly it just fell to the back. I did wear Valleybin, this purple shade, and so I shared that in my what I wore in August. I think I wore it in August, and so you saw this one, but I haven't really shown the rest of these polishes. So I thought, you know, it's getting a little cold outside, maybe I'd throw back to some neon shades and talk to you a little bit about these polishes. They have since launched their second collection, which was a fall collection that also looks really, really nice and is a totally different palette from these ones. So I thought maybe it'd be helpful to see some of their formulas if you've been curious about this brand. All right, first up is Coachillin, and that is a super fun name. I think that's just a great name. I really like it. I think it's maybe my favorite name from this collection. On the first coat, Coachillin is a little bit sheer, which I would expect. You know, neons are usually not super, super opaque, but I would say it's really even. It's really easy to apply. It's not like running or pooling. I'm getting a little patchiness, but it's like pretty normal, I would say. And the color here is just stunning. It's like such a bright and vibrant blue. And I would be hard pressed to find a good neon blue. I think there are some out there, but this one is, you know, maybe not actually neon in the definition of neon, but it is a really nice, super bright, vibrant blue that I can see myself really excited to wear in the summertime. I'm not usually one to wear these in the winter, but I could definitely see myself excited to wear them in the summertime. And you can see here on the second coat, it gets all the way opaque, no problems whatsoever. It is not too thick, it's not too thin. It's a really excellent formula. And so this one for me is going on really nicely in 2 coats. And so you are looking at 2 coats of the super vibrant Coachillin from Sweet 11. All right, and here is lit-erally. This one was blowing up on Instagram this summer. I feel like everyone that I knew either had this polish or wanted this polish, and so I feel really grateful that Sweet 11 sent it to me. This one is a little bit thick. I think you can see here that it's just a little bit thick. It's going on, you know, really opaquely considering what color this is. Like, look how vibrant and neon that yellow is. It is unbelievable. I don't think I have another yellow that is this intense in my collection. But this formula is giving me a little bit of trouble. So the first time I tried this, I got kind of frustrated, honestly, and that's partly why this review has taken so long to get up. I think the payoff is worth it, especially if you are a neon fan. It is definitely worth it. I would just suggest being really careful when you're applying this polish and trying to do as thin coats as possible. On 2 coats here, you can see that it is getting pretty opaque and pretty even, but I do still have just a little bit of like ridginess, or not quite like that sheer nice opacity that I'm looking for. And so what I did for my swatch photo was I had these 2 coats, and then I put on a nice really thick glossy top coat, and that actually smoothed it all out for me. And so I wouldn't be that worried about, you know, if your second coat doesn't look perfect. I do think you can kind of even it out with a really nice thick top coat, or maybe 2 coats of a kind of thinner top coat. So I think it's worth it. Honestly, that color payoff is something that I'm not getting from any other polish in my collection, but just be warned, it is going to be a little bit tricky. So that's 2 coats of lit-erally. Okay, on the other hand, Tangerine Dream, I would say, lives up to its name. It is a dream to apply. It goes on so nicely. It's very similar to the formula we saw in Chillin, where it's, you know, definitely on the thinner side of the ones in this collection, but it's applying really smoothly. It's like staying exactly where I want it to. It's not flooding or running or anything. And I think the color is so nice. It is definitely a super bright, intense orange, but it has a lot of white in it, and so it's a little bit softer than like a harsh neon, and I love wearing oranges in the summer, so I will definitely be pulling this one out, and I'm really excited to have it in my collection because it's definitely a little bit more vibrant than some others in my collection. It's probably close to a couple Zoyas that I have. I don't think it's an exact dupe, but it's probably close. But the formula on this one is really, really nice and definitely sets it apart from some of the oranges in my collection that are not so nice. So this is Tangerine Dream, and you're looking at it in 2 lovely coats. Okay, this is the first polish from this collection that I wore. This is Valleybin, and it's this really pretty kind of blend of pinky purple. I would say this one is a pink, but it definitely has a strong purple undertone to it. It's really nice and vibrant, just like all of the colors in this collection. They're all very vibrant. This one has a little bit of a thinner formula than any of the others that we've looked at so far in this collection. It is going on really nicely, and it's a little bit more, it's not jelly, but it's a little bit more like glossy and shiny and bright than the others in this collection. So I did put top coat on it, but you know, it's not quite as necessary as in some of the others. I think in 2 coats, this one got all the way opaque. I could see a world in which some people might need 3 coats just because it is a little bit thinner, but that color is so nice. I don't wear a lot of pinks, but I do like the pinks that are this kind of bright, intense with the purple in them. So I'm really into Valleybin. Okay, and last up, this is Turnt Up For Haze, which is a hilarious name again, but this one is super bright. It's a really pretty green, and I did do a real quick just kind of like look in the bottle comparison. This one is not identical to any of my Zoyas. It is close to Tilda, but it's not identical to any of them. It has a lot of green in it, but also a lot of white, I think, so it's very vibrant, very bright, but you are getting that kind of white in the base, and so it's very creamy. It's looking kind of opaque on the nails. It has the same formula that we've looked at a couple times now. It's really nice. It's not too thin, not too thick. It's going exactly where I put it and getting completely opaque in 2 coats. No problems whatsoever. I didn't have any issues with staining on this one. I love green nail polish, and so this one fits right into my collection. Like I said, it is similar to Tilda, but I do think it's a little bit different from all the greens in my collection, which is just a delightful surprise. So this is 2 coats of Turnt Up For Haze. All right, so the 2 that I liked the most from this collection were Tangerine Dream and Coachillin. I felt like these ones were a little bit unique in my collection. I have other oranges, I have other blues, but I don't have any others that are quite the exact same shade as these 2, and they both had pretty good formulas, which I really liked. I think I like them both because they're similar to others in my collection, but they're a little bit different, and they had pretty good formulas. Lit-erally was interesting. I'm glad I got to try it. I feel like it was fun. It's nice to have in my collection. But the formula was really hard to work with for me. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but it was a little challenging for me. These ones, I feel like I got a really nice bright effect from them, but they were a little bit easier to work with. So I like these 2, and I think that these 2 are ones that I can't wait to wear again next summer. Cool. Let me know what you think of this. Did you end up trying any from Sweet 11? Did you see them on Instagram? Were you curious? Let me know down below. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today and taking a couple minutes to sit down and hang out and chat about nail polish with me. I hope that we can do it again soon sometime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.